Hey, hi everybody, it's Sunday again, and look, I have a stalker over my shoulder.
Whatever.
So, this is my son-in-law, Alan. Alan, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Everybody say hey, Alan. So, tonight, I'll just give you a little preview. Oh, and sorry about the sun visor. Karen, my accountability buddy, Karen and I got to walk tonight, but we walked late, and we took her grandbaby, Una, with us. And so we got back super late. We've been back like 35 or 40 minutes. But we did get in 14,000 steps, so that's not too bad. And the baby slept most of the way, and her mom and dad got to go see a movie. So we gave them a little bit of a break. But tonight what we're going to be talking about is Alan has a teeny bit of a medical issue going on, and so hey Sheila, and what the doctor ordered was Weight Watchers with Kelly. He actually wrote him a prescription for doing Weight Watchers with Kelly. So hey Beth, and hey Casey. Casey, where are you? You're like here somewhere, but anyway, I don't know where she's saying hey from, but anyway, the doctor literally took out his little notepad, wrote a prescription that said the only way that Alan's going to be cured is to do Weight Watchers with Kelly. So y'all know that's not true. Hey Kim. But so what do you say, 30 pounds? About 30 pounds?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
A lot. How
So
about that?
anyway, well, the doctor wants him to lose some weight, and hey Cynthia, and hey Kim. But the doctor was wanting him to lose some weight. It's a minor medical issue, thank goodness, and but it is easily resolved through some healthy eating. Hey Robin. Through some healthy eating. So tonight we're going to be working on Alan's first 7-day meal plan, and we're going to share that with you all. But as usual, and hey Dorothy, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping, and the housekeeping is to let everybody who's watching this later know that this was live, and because it's live, look, you all know that things happen on live video chats that don't happen when they're recorded. So because this is a live video chat, Dusty has just asked to get in my lap. We'll see how far we get with Dusty being in my lap. And hey Sally, hey Stacy, Sally, Roxanne. But anyway, so yeah, this was a live. This is, if you're watching this today, which is Sunday, then you are watching a live video chat and a live Facebook video chat. And if you're watching this after Sunday, then it's no longer live. So yeah, so we'll just see how it goes. You know, anything can go with a live chat. And hey Sherry, and hey Carol. Owen Carol says, love having guests for our chat. Yes. And here, everybody say hi to Dusty, because I'm probably going to get rid of him soon. Not like really, like I'm going to send him downstairs to be with Daddy. But anyway, hey Meredith. Hey Cheryl. Hey Michelle. Okay, so I could keep saying hey to everybody all night long. Hey Kim. So I'm going to cut you all off. Hey Betty. Oh, and hey Betty. Betty, actually, I'm hoping this one's really going to help you, Betty. I know we talked a little bit about a food plan earlier and talked about the index cards. So, and Dusty, people are saying hi to you now. Okay, so anyway, that's the housekeeping. It's a live chat. Everything will be transcribed when we get done. So you don't have to take any notes. You can just sit back and relax. Please do understand when we get quite a few people on here, if I can't respond to every single person, you know, while we're talking, we've got, you know, a lot to talk about, because we've got to get Alan on his way. We've got to get 30 pounds, you know, off of him, you know, really quick. And so we're going to get on our way. So here is, oh, the stalker is Alan. So for the people that are just joining in, this is my son-in-law, Alan, and we are working on his 7-day meal plan. So let's say bye to Dusty, and Casey has come upstairs now too. Casey, in case y'all didn't know, is my daughter. She's the pregnant one. Wait, where is she? Oh. Casey, say hi. So, okay, there's Casey. She's the pregnant one. So she has come to get her brother, Dusty, who is going to be very sad that he's leaving us, but I have to be able to use both hands. So, tonight's chat, what we were talking about, Alan, again, we have to do some, you know, a little bit of a healthy eating plan. He's got a minor medical issue going on that he needs to lose weight for. And he just looks so funny just hovering here in the background. But anyway, we are going to actually ask him some questions. We're going to ask him some questions. So, you're good.
Okay.
So, but what we decided to do is to work on a 7-day meal plan for him. Casey and Alan have never done anything like this before. So I decided, you know, being the good mom and future grandmother to their child, I figured I would help them out. So we're going to use some of the things that we've talked about in the last couple of weeks, and we will be using our index cards. So if you joined us in the last couple of weeks, you remember these. We had the index cards, and we were working on those. The color coding system, remember my color coding system is 0 to 3 points is in yellow, 4 to 7 is in orange, 8 to 11 is in blue, and 12 plus is in pink. I'm going to be talking a lot. I'm going to be throwing out a lot of numbers, colors, food items, you know, things like that. But remember, everything will be transcribed, so you don't have to try and take any notes. And again, for those of you just joining us, sorry for the sun visor. Walked late with my accountability buddy this afternoon, so you really don't want to see what's under the sun visor. Trust me, it's better just that we just leave it. We're going to be using our index cards. Remember the index cards that we started making a couple of weeks ago? And so we have started this set for Alan. We've got our color coding system that we talked about here. Got all of our food items, got our smart points on it, have some fun stickers. We will be doing, here soon, we're going to be talking about doing an index card swap. So I'd just like to see, we've got quite a few people here right now. Let's pause for a second and see how many people would be interested in doing a swap. Casey and I had jokingly talked about making some, because we had people asking like to buy them. Well, I don't feel right, you know, just yet, and I'm going to scoot over here just a second. So y'all are watching me and not Alan. But anyway, I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Anyway, talking about making these, well, I thought it would be fun. This is something I used to do with the girls when I taught rubber stamping and scrapbooking classes. We would have groups of people that would rubber stamp something, like it would be like just a little a pin, or it would be a bookmark or something like that, or we would scrapbook something and it would be something that you could use in your scrapbook, and we would have, you know, different people make them, and you would make a certain number of them, send them to one location, or we would take them to one location and then we would sort them and hand them back out, and that way we would have something different, because nobody, there were never two that were alike, there were never two that were even close. It was fun to get things from people that we didn't know from other parts of the country, you know, who knows, you know, maybe even other parts of the world, but it could be ideas, you know, like I know, like I eat cheese grits a lot. Y'all know, if you've been watching me, you know that I eat cheese grits a lot. Well, I know they don't have cheese grits everywhere. So I think it would be fun to do a swap. So Casey and I will be putting one together. I hope some people will participate. We were just briefly, I just want to tell you all briefly what we were kicking around was to have you all do 15, if you're going to participate in the swap, was maybe to have you do 15 cards. So you would basically just do, let me find one here. So you would basically just do 15 cards that would be, you know, and yes, I know they're backwards, but it would be some kind of, you know, some kind of meal idea that you came up with, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be a recipe. It can be something super simple. But, you know, you can use some, like we talked about or 2 weeks ago when we were doing the index card swap, you could do some fun stickers. You know, I'll probably let Casey write most of mine because she's really creative in her writing. You know, do that on them, and then write a little bit of information about yourself on the back. You know, just your name, you know, maybe where you're from. You don't have to give people too much information, but, you know, your name, where you're from. If you've got some social media handles that you want people to know so that they can follow you there, like, you know, obviously mine would say Kelly, Knoxville, Tennessee, at IfYouHaveAnEgg on Instagram, and Scrap and Stamp on Weight Watchers Connect, you know, and things like that, so that you'll know how to. Oh, and thank you for joining us, Alan. Alan has just joined the live chat, even though he is literally part of the live chat. Yeah. But anyway, so so we just thought that would be fun, you know, and then y'all can send them in to us and we'll sort them and then we'll send them back out. But we were going to add 10 cards ourselves to it, so you would be sending in 15 cards and you would get back 25 cards. So if you're interested in doing a swap, if you'll just let me know. Of course, you know, it would be great if you're interested in doing the swap, if you could do, you know, a thumbs up or a heart, you know, here or tonight, so that Casey can kind of get an idea, you know, how many people we're looking at. And of course, Casey just did 2 hearts, so that doesn't count. You can't do the swap twice, Casey, but anyway. But yeah, but that would help us out. Or if you just want to mention that, you know, that yes, you'd love to do the swap, then we'll make sure that you're included in that. But I just thought, you know, think it'd be something fun. Plus, you'll send in, again, you'll send in 15 cards. That'll be one idea. And then you'll get back 25 cards that will be from 15 different people, then plus 10 from me. So you'll get back 25 cards that are different. Anyway, so I just wanted to mention that before we got too far into this. So we're going to be using the computer a lot tonight. So I'm going to be talking at you again. So let's just talk about what we need to do for a week, a 7-day meal plan. Because I know that's probably the thing that scares most people like Alan. Do you and Casey have any idea where to start? Do you have any idea what to buy, what to eat, what to make? No. Okay. So just being honest, they don't know where to start. And it's not because they're incredibly young and this is their first time, on a meal plan experience. I hear this every single day, and I think Betty is on here tonight. So Betty really needs some help, and I'm just gonna, and Betty, I hope you don't mind that I'm gonna kind of call you out on this. Betty needs some help with some ideas. And I don't think age has anything to do with it, because Betty's on, she's quite a bit older than Casey and Alan are. She's got a lot of life experience, but this is, it's confusing. You don't know where, it's hard to know where to start. So where I would like to, where I'm going to have them start, and I'm going to make this sort of specific to Alan and Casey, just because these are going to be, their cards, and I want to make it something that Casey can eat too. She's preggers, so she's going to be, hungry. Alan's going to, is going to be hungry. We want to make sure that they both get fed. But since it will be a little bit specific to them, but these are all things that that everybody can do to get started. So I like to kind of have an interview, and even though I'm going to be doing this for myself, I really think you need to have an interview with yourself. So I think the first thing you need to start with, and I know this is going to sound crazy because we're talking about a 7-day meal plan, but if this is your first week, if it's your first time trying anything like this, I want to encourage you, first things first, to write down as part of your plan, because you're going to need to know how to tweak this as you go along. Remember, this is just going to be one 7-day meal plan. So in order to tweak this as you go along, Alan, I'm talking specifically to you right now, and Casey's downstairs, she can hear me. I need, and Casey, there's somebody named Linda asking from another group, how does she see this live? So I don't know where, she just popped up on my phone. So I don't know if she's in the Facebook group. If you could go check on her, please. And somebody named Linda. Anyway, if anybody knows Linda, if y'all could let her know how to get on here live. I think she's stuck over in the group thinking that she's in the right place for the chat. Okay, but anyway, so the first thing is I would encourage you to record your starting weight somewhere, because you're going to need that to be able to tweak, to be able to tweak your cards. Alan's going to start out with more points than most of us ladies have, sadly, just because he's a guy. And because of his age and because of his current weight, he's going to get more points than most of us do. But so I would encourage him to write down his starting weight somewhere, because he's definitely going to want to go back and look at that, and it is going to have an influence on his cards later. Second, start out with your measurements. So do some, get some measurements, guys. You're going to want to make sure and get the tummy, because that's the area where most guys carry most of their weight. Girls, you're going to want to make sure and get your hips. I also encourage you to get some measurements, get some around your arms, get some around your chest. You're going to want to go back and check on those, again, check on those later, because your weight is not the only thing that you're measuring here. But if you're going to go to all the trouble to do, these meal plans, I think you need to have some other ways to measure your success. I would also encourage you to have somebody take a front-on picture of you, so a picture of you, like this, and then a picture of you from the side. Don't suck in your gut the first time. Don't pooch it out, on purpose, but don't suck it in the first time, because you're going to want to see this change. The reason I want y'all to record those things is, as we're making these cards, I'm going to want Alan to keep this, his starting weight, his starting measurements, and those pictures with his cards, because I think it's a good reminder of why you're doing this. So, do you think that would be encouraging if you could see some, as you're picking these up and trying to decide what you're eating, maybe you make some different decisions if you see, oh, okay, from this week until the 4th week, look how much weight I've lost, or how much, how my measurements have changed, or whatever, and you might tend to pick something healthier out of your stack. Probably. Okay. Again, honesty. So when we were in the car on the way, Alan and Casey picked me up from my accountability Karen's, after we got done walking the absolutely adorable baby. And Alan, okay, I have to admit, we were a little bit late getting back because Alan got to hold the baby before we came back. So yeah, we were kind of slacking. But, and Betty's saying she hates to have her picture made. Betty, it's for you. It's for you. It's just for you to see your progress. And I encourage you to do that. But anyway, so Alan on the way over here, even though he technically doesn't start this until tomorrow, he said, "Do you have any bananas at the loft?" And I said, "Well, sure," but he was already making a healthy decision. So everybody be proud. Everybody be proud of Alan. Yay, yay, Alan. So instead of asking me if I had potato chips or hamburgers or or something else here at the loft, he asked if I had a banana because he was hungry and he asked for a banana. So he's already off to a good start. Okay. Then the next thing is I want you to start looking at your resources. Oh, and then Casey asked if I had any salty food, but that was the baby talking. So yeah. So she ended up eating, I think, savory thin edamame chips and from Trader Joe's, and what else did you have? Tzatziki. Oh, and she had Hannah's tzatziki from Costco, which are both of those are in other chats. But actually that was a really good decision. So yeah, so that was really good too. Then I want you to think about what resources you have. So you always have my blog, everything on my blog, which is www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. That's all. It's always free to pull up, print, share. You can print those out if you need to. You can print them out and cut them out, put them on your index cards if that helps. I'm on Pinterest, and I put all of these, every single one of my meal ideas, every single meal idea that I ever do gets posted on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And when it's on Pinterest, that's probably the easiest way for you to find it to go back to make these for your 7-day meal plan. And that's if you go to www.pinterest.com/ifyouhaveanegg, or if you're just on Pinterest and you search "if you have an egg," these are all on the individual points. So like this first one, this quick and easy lunch, which is going to be one of Alan's cards. It's a Thomas bagel thin, which is 3 smart points, 2 slices of Velveeta, which is 3 smart points, and any kind of 0-point fruit for 6 smart points. So if you thought, oh, that, I want to make that one, or I want to make that put that on one of my cards, then if you're following my Pinterest boards, you can just go to the 6-point board. It'll say Weight Watchers 6 smart points. And you can go to that board, and that'll be there, and you can see a picture of it, so you know what it's supposed to look like. Not that it's going to be fancy, because it's, a bagel thin with Velveeta cheese on it. But anyway, but you can see what it was supposed to look like. And there's my Long Island. Hello. But let's see. And Alan, who's sitting right behind me, says, I have the app, and I think I'm on the Facebook group as well. If not, I guess that will change tonight. Oh, plus he appreciates the support. So yeah. So if y'all can see Alan's message right here, that's the Alan that's behind us right now, and he does appreciate all of your support. So, and Sally says, I have wonderful ideas. Thank you, Sally, but you're just trying to take Casey's place. We all know that. And that's a joke. Sally knows what I'm talking about. I'm not being mean to Sally. She knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, so if that was when we're talking about these tonight, if that's something that you're interested in, that's a super easy one. The next one, again, super easy, super easy. This is his first week. I'm making it all super easy, but these are all on Pinterest, so you can follow them there. But anyway, other resources that you have. Don't forget about other Weight Watchers food bloggers like Drizzle Me Skinny. Her website is drizzlemeskinny.com. Skinnytaste.com. Let's see, we've got Emily Bites. I think that's Emily Bites' blog. And they all have the smart points listed. So that would be super easy to go to those, pull them up, print them out if you want to. You can print out their recipes. You can, cut them out, put them on the index cards, and they fit really good on. These are the 3x5 index cards. They fit really well on the 4x6s if you want to. Let's see. And Sally says, I'm waiting for Casey to get so pregnant that she passes her while running to the front. Sally. Girl. Anyway, so you have those other resources. Use them. There are lots of people. Instagram. If you follow anybody on Instagram, or just look up hashtag Weight Watchers or hashtag Smart Points or something like that. Or if you do the same thing on Facebook, if you're a member of our Facebook group, and if you're not, I highly suggest that you join, and I'll put the link to that on here later. But these ladies post the most amazing food, and they always post the Smart Points with them. So yeah, what was that, Sally? What was that you all were making? That you all were making on the group this week? if you wouldn't mind to top that, because everybody can see this, it was an Orange Crush, and it was some kind of an Orange Crush, like I don't know what to call them, like a drink stick. You know, that's kind of like I guess it's kind of like a Crystal Light stick, but it was an Orange Crush one, and then you mixed it with with a protein drink and some ice or something. So, yeah, Sally, if you don't mind sharing that with everybody, see, that one would be an awesome one for you all to put on a card and have in your arsenal, so you can use it for your 7-day, use it as part of your 7-day meal plan. Okay, so next thing I'm going to talk, oh yeah, so there it is. Sally said it's an Orange Crush packet and 1 Muscle Milk. And then I think somebody put a banana in theirs, but they had to add a point to it or something. But yeah, but that one was that was a great, that one was a great idea to put on your, okay, Sally said it wasn't her idea, it was one of the other subscribers, but, it was somebody else in that group. So I'm serious, use these other, resources in your groups. And that's another reason that I think that this index card swap could be a great thing, is because you're going to be getting ideas from 15 other people, or technically 16 other people, 25 cards, 16 other people, and they'll all be unique ideas. Okay, so the first thing I like to do when I talk to people, when I meet people, is I like to kind of interrogate them. And I usually have my standard list of questions that I ask them. So while Casey was entering the dating scene, let's just say, back from I guess late middle school days, Casey, do you remember what the one question was? I'd always ask boys, what are your parents? What's your name? What grade are you in? What do your parents do for a job? And if they couldn't tell me what their parents did for a job, then their parents were not spending enough time. Yep, Casey knows the answer. Then their parents were not spending enough time with them. If you didn't know, if you couldn't tell me, oh look, Alan's mother. Look, your mother's on there. Alan, say hi to your mom. Alan's mother just joined the chat. So yeah, hey Frida. Frida, we're getting your boy fixed up here. So, we'll send you a set of these cards so that you can make stuff for him too. But anyway, so I always have this standard list of, interrogation, questions. And Alan passed because he knew where both of his parents worked, and also I think had been to work with your mother, several times. So yeah, so he knew that. But my most famous question is, oh my gosh, okay, they're getting sappy on here. Okay, so the one question that stumped a lot of the boys when Casey would bring them home is, who's your favorite Disney princess? So, yeah. So depending on their answer, that told me a lot about them. And, of course, Alan just said Casey is his favorite Disney princess. So, anyway, fortunately, we've got them separated. Casey's downstairs, Alan's upstairs. Anyway, we'll be getting a little mushy here tonight. But much like that, I like to interrogate people and find out, kind of what's going on with their, kind of what's going on in their head, so we know where we're headed. That was with a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. This is with Sally doesn't know what her favorite Disney princess is. Oh my gosh, Sally. But see, that answer though tells me some stuff. Anyway, we got to talk later. Okay, so as part of my interrogation process, I literally interrogated Casey and Alan by text message to find out what some of his favorite foods were. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to show you the answers to some of his questions. And I know that's kind of small and y'all can't see it very well, but remember, I'm going to, I'll transcribe all this for you later. So during my interrogation process, I wanted to know, and I think you all need to do a questionnaire for yourselves. And I know that sounds silly, but I'm telling you, if you'll write down, and you don't have to do it in a spreadsheet. I do spreadsheets for work all day, and even though I hate numbers, I love doing spreadsheets for things like this. So during the interrogation process, Casey's video froze, but she'll try to keep up with the questions in the comments. Okay. Well, are you sure your video froze, or is it because I flipped it around to a stale screen? Okay. Anyway, so as part of that process, I found out Alan loves, and I did this list. The list is like this. So I've got, of course, who this list is for, and it's for, the baby daddy Alan's healthy eating plan with love from Madre. That's me. When I'm, and the baby hopefully is going to call me Nona. But anyway, so, Carol wants to know no coffee, Alan. What? Oh yeah, because coffee, no. I've got no.
Yeah, I don't believe in coffee.
He doesn't like coffee, yeah. So anyway, we found out he loves white meat chicken. We found out he loves turkey. Veggie burgers are a maybe. He's willing to, we did say, he's willing to, and Alan loves it. Food that we already know Alan loves, or that he already knows that he loves. He's willing to try it, and Black, no way. And then I'll be coming back later and filling in the smart points. And then he said needs to keep it to a high protein, low fat, high fiber diet. So he's got 3 extra columns on his that you don't necessarily have to have on yours. But anyway, so there's just a short list of some of the things, so that I could get a better idea of how to guide them, on a plan. So you can see I've got a whole bunch of yeses there, but let me scroll down. Look, there's a whole bunch of nopes. So this made it especially challenging for me. He doesn't eat strawberries. He doesn't eat blueberries, blackberries, grapes. I'm gonna turn the camera back around. Who on this planet does not eat grapes? I don't know that I've ever met another person that doesn't like grapes. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Raisins.
No, raisins have too many points. But anyway, so okay. So this was this was a good process to go through to find out, So, tuna was a yes, salsa was a maybe, clementines, yes, Greek yogurt, yes, cottage cheese, yes. So we're going, So anyway, we had this long list of things that he doesn't eat, but by going through this gave me some great starting points for the meal ideas, for the cards that we're making for him. So if you are following my and we have Alan up here so that he can have some live interaction, with the cards that I'm making to let me know if I'm heading in the right direction. And remember, you don't have to be making these for somebody else. Talk to yourself like you would a friend. I mean, don't just say, forget it, I'm not worth it, I'm not, not going to do this. Sit down and spend some time. Bless you, whoever sneezed. Sit down and spend some time, with yourself. And oh, Linda's asking if I can recap. Oh, are you the Linda that was lost? Was that the Linda that was lost? Yes. Hey, Linda, you're not lost anymore. Real quick, let's recap the recipe swap for Linda. Linda, this is not the official recipe swaps chat. I'll actually do it as probably just an instructional video instead of as a chat. Although, I don't know, do y'all want to do that as a chat? I don't know, I gotta think about that. But anyway, so Linda, what we were talking about, and for anybody else that just joined us, what we were talking about for the recipe card, for the index card chat, is we're all working on these, meal plans, and for Alan, we're working on his first 7-day meal plan. But, we can go, and look, he's drinking water. Look. Yep, he's drinking water instead of Diet Mountain Dew. We're all very excited. It's baby steps. It's baby steps, but he ate a banana and he's drinking water. So we're all pretty excited about it. But anyway, so what we were talking about, Linda, and everybody else that has just come in, we're talking about for the card swap is, the index card swap, is to have you all make, we thought it would be something fun to have you all make 15 cards that are the same meal idea. So if your cards were going to be, if you were going to make your 15 cards be a quick and easy lunch, and I already said this one, but a quick and easy lunch, 1 Thomas bagel thin, 2 slices of Velveeta cheese, and some kind of fruit, and that's 3, 3, 0 for a total of 6. But if that was going to be your card that you were going to send in, you would send in 15 copies of this, and you would put a little bit of personal information on the back, like if it was mine, it would say Kelly from Knoxville, Tennessee. I love scrapbooking and walking downtown, or whatever, and put where you can find me on social media if anybody wants to do that. So like for mine, it would say Instagram, find me at IfYouHaveAnEgg, so that so people can find you. Anyway, we just thought it would be fun. But so you'll send in 15 that are the same. You would send in 15 cards that are all the same, and you'd get back 25. So you're going to get back 15 cards that are different. So you get back 15 different cards from 15 different people. In case there's somebody named Janet saying, "Where's the chat?" I guess maybe she's in maybe in the group. I don't know. But anyway, so you would get back 15 cards from 15 different people, and then you'll get back 10 cards from me. So you'll get back a total of 25 cards, if that math makes any sense. Okay, so let's talk about these cards for for Alan's 7-day meal plan and for your 7-day meal plan, because I'm hoping that some of y'all are going to use this to make a 7-day meal plan. It doesn't have to be your first week. It can be your 52nd week, or it can be your, mine's the 20, however manyth year, 24th year of doing this, or 20, almost 24th year of doing this. So if you're following my index cards, and we're going to get some live, reaction from Alan on what he thinks about some of these while we're doing them. But I do yellow. If you remember this from the index card chat, I don't have a yellow pen, and I keep saying maybe I should just get a green highlighter, but now that I've started this, now everybody's doing it in yellow. So yellow highlighted is 0 to 3 points. So I've got a green pen and a yellow highlighter for that. Then I have an orange pen and an orange highlighter for 4 to 7 smart points. And then I have a blue pen and a blue highlighter for 8 to 11 smart points. And I have a pink pen and a pink highlighter for 12 plus smart points. You do not have to follow my code, but if you're going to do the recipe card swap, I need you to follow my code so that we're all swapping the same cards. Okay, so what I've started with, so remember, we have this list to start with. We have this list from Alan to start with, and so these are some of the things, just from questioning him. And we didn't go to a lot of trouble. We didn't go to the grocery store. I didn't make him, go up and down every single aisle. But just based on a few of the things, that I asked him about. This was the, as part of the list that he came up with. Oops, hold on. Okay, so that was part of the list that he came up with. So here are some of the cards that I've started for him, and we're going to see, does Alan think these sound good? This will be the third time that I've read this card. So I thought for a quick and easy lunch, he can use a Thomas Bagel Thin, 2 slices of Velveeta, and some fruit, and you can toast the Velveeta cheese on the Thomas Bagel Thin to make a grilled, kind of like a toasted cheese and some fruit. And that's 6 points. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, so got that one. Then here's a snack idea, card for a snack idea, 42 Chester cheese puffs, which are amazing if you've never had them before, and if you've not watched them in my snack chat. You can get them anywhere. You can get them at the gas station. But 42 of those is 5 smart points. Do you think you could eat 42 Chester cheese puffs?
Probably.
Does that sound like a good snack? Okay. Here's another easy snack that I'm hoping he's going to like. A Dannon Light and Fit Greek chocolate cherry yogurt with half of a Quest bar, half of a double chocolate chunk Quest bar chopped up. And then I had blueberries, but I know you don't eat blueberries. So what other kind of fruit could we put in that?
Bananas.
Okay, we can put bananas in it. Okay, and so the Dannon Light and Fit Greek chocolate cherry is 2 smart points. The half of the Quest bar, and you kind of chop it up a little bit, is 2 smart points. And then you could put cut a banana up in there, so that would be 4 smart points. Okay, so that would be a good one. Another quick snack, and you think you could eat 3 cups of Skinny Pop? Skinny Pop popcorn?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now this one is where we're going to get to showtime. This will make sense when we get to the grocery list part of this. So, what do you think about a rotisserie chicken leg and thigh, but taking the skin off? How do you feel about that?
Do it.
Okay, that's only 5 points if you take the skin off. If you do the rotisserie chicken and take the leg and thigh, do the leg and thigh and take the skin off, that's 5 smart points. And hey, my sister-in-law Julie is here. Do you like baked beans?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all know it or not, but I don't care where you're from, Bush's baked beans are the best because we make them around here. I don't know what city it is, but it's not too far from here. So a half a cup of baked beans is 5 smart points. A medium ear of corn on the cob. I'm not with butter, just medium corn on the cob. You can put salt and pepper on it if you want to. Is 3 smart points, and some steamed broccoli. That would be 13 smart points. How do you feel about that?
Sounds pretty good.
Okay. That one would be easy for Casey. So this is another thing that I need you to ask yourself when you're starting this. So if you'll notice, all of these cards that I'm reading off are pretty, fairly easy things. Casey, even when she's not pregnant, is not a big cook. I don't think it's because she can't. I think she just, she'd rather read, and she's a big bookworm. Of course, she's probably, I can't tell if she's downstairs glaring at me or nodding her head, or I can't tell what kind of reaction I'm getting right now. But she's really, I would say on the cooking scheme of things, she's still more, of an entry level. And I know that'll get, better as she's, after baby Bohannon gets here and she has to start making food. But I thought a rotisserie chicken would be a great alternative for them, but just remember to take the skin off, or the points go really up if you leave the skin on. So that one, and that'll make more sense when we get to our shopping list. Do you like Baby Bell light cheese? The little round ones?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna try that on as part of one. Still more Quest bars. And let's see, do you like cheese grits? Say yes, say yes.
I won't be against trying them.
Okay, so there you go. He's gonna try them. So here.
But I do like normal grits, if that makes a difference.
Okay, yeah, so normal grits would be fine. So here's my next point. He is willing to try some of these things. I want you to be open-minded about this. I want you to try some things that you haven't tried before. I've been eating things that I never thought that I would eat. I will admit that I tried. I have said for 50 years, because I'm 50, I'm just kidding. So for 47 of my 50 years, whatever, I have said that I absolutely can't stand cottage cheese, can't eat it, can't gag it down, please don't give it to me, don't like it, hate it, whatever. But I'm a big proponent of, and I did it to Nana today, I said, so my sister-in-law Julie, that's here with us now, she sent me a list of what Nana had and hadn't eaten this morning and what she was asking for. So when I got there, I was trying to, feed her some other stuff, and she didn't want to try one of the things that I gave her. And I said, Nana, what did you always tell me when I was growing up? I said, you always told me I had to take, I don't have, if I don't like it, I don't have to eat it, but I have to try one bite. And of course she frowned at me and she took the one bite and then she wouldn't eat any more of it. But anyway, so we're gonna get Alan to try some cheese grits. I think they're yummy, I think they're delicious, so that's another idea. Here's another Thomas bagel thin with some peanut butter. Do you like peanut butter?
Yes.
Yes, it was on Alan's list that he likes peanut butter. So, a Thomas bagel thin toasted, and the reason I toast my Thomas bagel thins, and I keep saying Thomas bagel thin, those are really sturdy to carry around, because I think Alan's going to be taking some of this with him to lunch. And yes, Casey, and this is what I've got written down is with Smart Balance though, crunchy peanut butter, because it has a little bit less points. But the reason that I toast whatever I'm going to put the peanut butter on is I'm only using 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and it makes it go farther. If you toast whatever it is first, so in this case the bagel thin, it makes the peanut butter it makes it spread easier and go farther. Okay, so Alan, I have 2 more cards before we switch to the next screen. So are you feeling like you're going to be deprived?
Deprived of peanut butter, maybe, but.
Well, no, here's peanut butter. Here's peanut butter.
Well, I don't do a tablespoon. I do the whole jar if I can. So.
No. Okay, we'll give him the whole jar. But I mean, as far as the food that I'm reading off, does any of this sound like diet food, or does it sound like real food?
Sounds like normal food.
Okay, and does it seem like it's food that you would eat?
Yeah.
Okay, and does it seem like food that you would enjoy?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So here is another easy breakfast: hard-boiled eggs and fruit. Okay, and the hard-boiled eggs, because I can't hard-boil an egg, so Casey can buy these already, already boiled. And then here's a breakfast on the go: Chick-fil-A egg white grill for 8 points, fruit 0 points. They have the fruit cup for 0 points, and then I know he doesn't drink coffee, but I had already written on this one coffee or a diet drink or water for 0 points, so that would be 8 points. So there's an on the go one. Okay, so you make your list. Here's what I want you to do to get this started. So I want you to make your list like this one that I made for Alan, and ask yourself, because I'm serious, you're going to think of some things that you forgot you forgot about them. Like I forgot how much I liked sauerkraut until Alan and I started talking about sauerkraut. Well, guess what? I'm going to be buying sauerkraut. But you're going to forget about some things. You're going to find some things that that you didn't know were there. As you're looking through the grocery store, you're going to remember that there's some vegetables that you've forgotten about, whatever. So you make your list. Then what I want you to do is start putting some of those ideas together and getting them down on your cards. And again, it doesn't have to be index cards. I just find this easy because remember when we did our and Michelle's asking if I have a template that you could use for the list. Sure, I can try it. I mean, it's an Excel spreadsheet. I'll have to look and see. I'll have to look and see if I can share a spreadsheet on the, if I can share it on the blog, because I can't sit and email it to everybody. I don't know, Michelle, that's a good question. I'll check into that. But remember, so in our index card chat a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about putting them on these little rings. We were talking about putting them in, some of them were in little plastic, containers, whatever. So I just find these easy because you can pull out, a day's worth. You can pull out a day, 30 points worth, and you can mix and match them and pull out 30 points worth, and you can either clip those together. You can, remember we used 2 weeks ago, we used the little, the clothespins that had the day, it had the day of the week written on it, so you already know, oh, here's, what day is this? Tuesday. Here's Tuesday's food, and you can just pull it out and you can look and see what you have. So, so here's some of the cards. So Alan will be getting his own set of cards, but because it's going to be his first week, I have gone ahead and started his 7-day meal plan. So the 7-day meal plan, again, even though I'm doing the cards, I've also done it on a spreadsheet so that Casey's not going to have to think about it, because I think for this first week, I'm going to try and make it as simple as I can. And oh, and Jen says that she made herself some cards last week. That's awesome, Jen. But I'm going to make this on a spreadsheet, again, because I love spreadsheets, and I'm going to try and make it, simple for Casey so that she really doesn't have to think about it. She can just grab things out of the refrigerator and go. But I'm also making Alan an eating out list. And I think it's very important that you go ahead before you start this, before you start any of this, go ahead and make yourself an eating out list, because you are going to go to some of these places. You're going to end up there. Family and friends are going to, family. Hey, Alan got closer. But you're going to end up there. Family and friends are going to want to go there. There are going to be times that you're going to have to go out to eat, and you definitely should go out to eat. Because remember, if you can't do this for the rest of your life, you don't need to, start. You have to be able to eat. You have to be able to eat. So back on this eating out, there'll be some cards with those on there. But on this eating out list, I went ahead and okay. So hopefully I'm back. I had a little bit of data trouble there. So, okay. So anyway, on the eating out list, I went ahead and tried to make a list of places that I know that Alan is going to be. And Sally, oh, it's good again. Yeah. No, I'm back. It's back on. I have no idea what happened because I'm on the data on my phone. But anyway, so Alan's. I tried to pick some places that are near where he works, so that if they have to, if they have to go out to eat, that they can, that he can, or if him and Casey are just running late, that they can go, they can go grab something. But anyway, so I just picked a few of those places. But go ahead and make yourself a list. So you need to go ahead and have that list ready, because it's gonna happen. And I know quite a few of you are saying that the sound keeps cutting out. I don't know why it's frozen. We're back live. Everything looks okay to me. If you can't make it back, if it's not working for you, remember, this will be posted later when we're done, and you'll be able to watch the rest of it. So hopefully y'all can see it again. I hope so. Don't leave me. Don't leave me if you're still there. But anyway, so I think it's important to go ahead and get your eating out plan, done ahead of time. And if you missed the eating out chat that was from a couple of weeks, ago, You can go back and see that on YouTube. On YouTube, you just put in youtube.com/IfYouHaveAnEgg, or you can search If You Have an Egg. And I don't remember how many video chats we're up to now, but they're all on there. You can go back and watch those, or you can go to my blog. That's www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. And all of the live chats are on there. Of course, they're, and thank you for putting that up there, Casey, but of course they're, you know, we're not live then. But it also has the transcripts. So you can do, so you can download them. You can download or print them off. You can do the transcripts and print them off, and you can use them later. So I think it's important that you do the eating out. Go ahead and make your eating out list. Now, the important part, this is the part that Casey is really going to need. So I have started her a grocery list. Oops, I didn't turn the camera around. So you're not looking at it. Okay, so I have started her a grocery list. Now, some of the things that we put on the cards, I've already gone ahead and put down on here. And notice the rotisserie chicken is on there, and there's also some flat out light Italian wraps, hard-boiled eggs, the pre-hard-boiled eggs. Since since I can't hard-boil an egg, I'm not going to attempt to teach Casey how to do one. Alan likes Raisin Bran Crunch. I'm also going to have them get some Fiber One cereal to mix in with that. He does like diet green tea because we're trying to get him off the diet Mountain Dew. And he's doing good with his water. He's still drinking his water. He gotten off the whole thing drink yet? He's drunk he's drunk a half a bottle of water, so that's great. I'm trying to get them to get skim milk unless I can talk him into some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, some turkey pepperonis, and Bolthouse Farms Chunky Blue Cheese Dressing. So hold on, let me just say that one again and let's get a reaction here. That was one of the first things I asked was, what are 5 foods that you can't live without? And the first thing he said was
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese dressing. So yeah, and now Casey and I can't stand blue cheese dressing, but it was very important to Alan that if he's going to be successful on this, that he got to have blue cheese dressing. So I have included Bolthouse Farms Chunky Blue Cheese dressing on this plan for him. And so how did you feel about that?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. Okay, pretty good. So, and broccoli slaw and frozen or canned green beans, and that's as far as I'd gotten. So let me tell you how I'm coming up with this grocery list. So, on one of these cards, for an easy dinner, so for this one on an easy dinner, I've got a rotisserie chicken. Remember this from a minute ago? Rotisserie chicken, leg and thigh with no skin is 5 smart points. So I've got a rotisserie chicken on the grocery list. Then a half a cup of baked beans, so I have baked beans on the grocery list. Medium corn on the cob, I haven't put that one on there yet, but I will. And steamed broccoli. So that'll be an easy dinner for him. That'll be 13 smart points. Now remember, when I put Alan's cards together, he's going to get more points because he gets more points than we do. But so that'll be for one night. Then I have another card that I'm in the process of making that has one flat out light Italian, and that's 2 smart points, and that's up there on the grocery list. The rotisserie chicken, the breast, if you notice, on this one, we only used the leg and the thigh with no skin. So I'm assuming that Casey's going to eat that Alan's going to eat one, and Casey's going to eat the other one because they're not a half a chicken, it's a whole chicken. So, oh, and Alan says there's 25?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Alan says there's 25 Facebook Live videos of ours on on YouTube. Wow, I had no idea. But so I'm assuming for supper one night, they're going to have the rotisserie chicken. Both of them will eat a leg and a thigh, and that's going to leave 2 breasts and the wings. And I don't know what they're going to do with the wings, but because I only accounted for the legs and the thighs and the chicken breasts. But so from that, we have left 2 chicken breasts, right? So this card is going to be a flat out light Italian, which is on the grocery list. The rotisserie chicken breasts, which were already on the grocery list, left over from this one. Broccoli slaw, it's on the grocery list. The Bolthouse blue cheese yogurt dressing, a banana, and 30 Chester's cheese puffs. So Chester's Cheese Puffs is going to go on the grocery list. Bananas is going to go on the list. The yogurt, the dressing was already on the list. The broccoli slaw was already on the list. So now we've got 2 things that both things are on the, all of it's on the grocery list. Got a supper for one night. Has a lunch that he can take to work for the next night or for the next day. Then also on the list, remember they've already bought a bag of Chester Cheese Puffs because he needed them for lunch that day. So one of his snacks for another day is going to be 42 Chester Cheese Puffs for 5 smart points. Then we've already put Quest bars on there because remember he's going to have a Quest bar. He's going to have, we've got yogurt and Quest bars. So he's already going to have Quest bars from where he had the yogurt, the Dan Light and Fit Greek chocolate cherry yogurt with the half of a Quest bar, double chocolate chunk Quest bar, and the banana. So he's already got Quest bars from that. So then for another day or another snack, he can have another Quest bar and a banana for a snack. So, but see, that'll already be on the list. So now Casey's grocery list, instead of being this big, it's going to be this big because we're going to mix and match a lot of these things. So another thing that Alan said that he'd like to not have to do without is pizza. He's going to use, so for another meal, they're going to use the flat out light Italian. Maybe they can use the 2 chicken wings that are left over. They can, and I've got turkey pepperonis on their list, so they can use turkey pepperonis with that, and we can make a pizza. So are y'all following this? Am I talking a lot? I feel like I'm talking and not answering any questions. But I'm talking and not answering any questions because I want to keep you all on this same path. So if you're following this path, like the Baby Bell Light, they're already going to buy some Baby Bell Light so that they can use it for the snacks. Those melt really good for the pizzas. So how would you like to have pizza a couple of nights a week?
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. So pizza's a great idea. We'll also be getting some crumbled bacon. That can go in a couple of different things. That can go on the pizza. That can go on, and if you get the crumbled bacon at Costco, that was part of our Costco chat. It's for 1 tablespoon of the Kirkland crumbled bacon. It's 1 smart point. And so we can do instant cheese grits and the crumbled bacon. You can use the crumbled bacon with the pizza. You can use the crumbled bacon on the hard-boiled eggs. So see, this is all going to be, she's going to be able to mix and match a lot of this stuff. And they're asking if you like cherry tomatoes.
No.
No, he does not like cherry tomatoes. So sorry, that's going to be a no. Okay, and then I keep talking about Thomas Bagel Thins. The Thomas Bagel Thins, they'll be getting some of those and some Smart Balance peanut butter. So the Thomas Bagel Thins, he can use that with the peanut butter and some fruit. You can use that to make a peanut butter and banana sandwich. You can use it just to make a peanut butter, a toasted peanut butter. You can also use it for the Thomas Bagel Thins, and they'll also be getting some Velveeta. So you can use the Thomas Bagel Thin, 2 slices of Velveeta, toast it, again, make like a toasted cheese sandwich, and some fruit for 6. So, but anyway, do y'all see how all these are going together? So I'm going to try and make her grocery list. Like this big, so that she can use all the same things and just mix and match them. So her first week, I feel like I know I did. Her first week, she's going to be coming back to these cards a lot because it's going to be not confusing the first week, but the first week it's it's a little it is a little overwhelming because you don't know where to start, and you don't know what to do. So I feel like if I keep their grocery list, and if you all do this too, keep your grocery list simple, that first week, or on subsequent weeks, that you can open the refrigerator and you can already spot, oh, there's two or three different things that I could do, two or three different things that you can mix and match and put together. So, what do y'all think? Do you think you can do this? Do you think Alan's going to do this? Do you think Alan's going to be successful?
Well, side note, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do for dinner.
Okay.
I'm stealing her Weight Watchers app on her iPad. So
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something to do for at Subway tonight.
Oh,
Look at me go.
Subway. Okay, so Alan's already planning his dinner for tonight, and in case y'all didn't know this, I have held them here late. It is 8, well, it's almost 9 o'clock. So, okay, and here goes Casey getting gushy again. But anyway, so it's almost 9 o'clock, and they haven't had dinner yet. So, you know, normally they would have been here begging us to have pizza, or would have, you know, wanted to go grab hamburgers or, you know, something else like that. And instead, Alan is planning what he's going to stop and get at Subway on the way home. So, if everybody's proud of Alan, let's see some thumbs ups for Alan's decision on getting Subway tonight. Oh, and see, he's looking at his phone. He's okay. Yeah. He's watching at how many y'all are doing. So, what suggestions do y'all have for Subway? What do you all get at Subway that would be a good choice for him? And remember, that could be one of your things for your card. So if you're gonna do our index, gosh, Alan, you're getting a lot of thumbs ups. You get more thumbs ups than I get.
I'm awesome. What can I say?
But anyway, so remember, so if you're gonna do the index card swap, then remember you could do something like that. You could pick whatever your favorite thing is at Subway, and you could make 15 cards that have your favorite meal from Subway on it. Do the color, do your color coding system. Give us a little bit of information on the back, you know, your name, your city, if you're on any, you know, social media that you want us to, you know, check you out on, and that could be what you do for your 15 cards. So that would be an easy one. Okay, so any questions? Any last minute questions? Because believe it or not, we are going to finish on time, and I've got a whole lot of stuff to top up. Let's look at the computer again real quick and go back over this again. So don't forget to make your food list. Don't forget to ask yourself these questions, you know, do you like it? And so what I put at the top, just because I don't put a yes, no, maybe, you know, whatever, I put Alan loves, he's willing to try, or Bleck, no way. And that would be, oh my gosh, Casey said, yes, how did you find such a cute co-host tonight? Well, you know, and we do the same thing for each of the, Alice says we do the same thing for each of the 15 cards. Yes, Alice, it would be the same thing on all 15 cards. Because when we swap them, you need 15 of those to go to the same person. And guys, I'll tell you, and Linda's asking where do we send the cards. I'll be giving details on that, because we do have to charge a little fee to cover postage and our 10 extra cards that we're going to send, and the packaging for that, plus the time to do it. But so we'll talk about that later. But so here again, really quickly, is the food list. I highly suggest you make one. Make your grocery list from your cards. Go ahead and make your eating out list. And then again, I'm doing a 7-day meal plan. Even though we're already doing the cards, I'm doing the 7-day meal plan for Casey on a spreadsheet, just to make it a little bit easier. So, okay, Alan, I want you to raise your right hand. And he's watching all of your he's actually looking at all of your comments, I think, right now. Oh, yes. No, and he's on the Weight Watchers app on my iPad deciding what they're going to get, so he can see how many smart points it is. So, okay, so Alan has his right, Alan has his right hand raised, and okay, and I want you to repeat after me, Alan. I am doing Weight Watchers with Kelly.
I'm doing Weight Watchers with Kelly.
And Weight Watchers is a real plan.
Weight Watchers is a real plan.
With real food.
With real food.
For real people.
For real people.
And I will try to enjoy myself.
And I will try to enjoy myself.
Okay. So that's all I'm asking you all to do. We're all human. We've got to eat. You have to eat. No, that's actually his right hand. Sally said that was his left hand. Sally, we're backwards because it's flipped around backwards, but I promise that's his. Oh, here we go. That's his left hand.
Nope, this is my
right
hand.
That's his right hand. That is his right.
Right.
Anyway, we're backwards because I have the screen facing me. But anyway, so yeah. So anyway, that's all I'm asking from everybody, is that you remember that it's a real plan for real people with real food, because we have to be able to eat like this. So I hope y'all enjoyed this week's chat. And don't forget, it will be, I will get all the transcripts done, hopefully tonight. If I don't get them done tonight, they'll be up tomorrow night. But they will be here on the Facebook page. They will also be in the Facebook group. They'll be, and I'll put the link for the Facebook group if anybody wants to join that. Let me say just a brief word about the Facebook group. And Michelle says that was the If You Have an Egg vow. But that's cute. But so the If You Have an Egg group, I'll put the link to how you can join that on the transcripts, because that is a closed group, and I do need you to answer the questions. It's going to ask you 3 really easy questions, but I do need you to answer those questions. It's a private. It's not private, but it's a closed group so that we can talk about stuff that we wouldn't talk about in public. Or necessarily with, other people, prying eyes, people from work that we don't want to hear about, what we're doing. Because sometimes we talk about some, private, weight loss and healthy eating things. But, and plus it's just a little bit, we can feel a little bit more safe there. But anyway, so we'll do that. But the transcripts will be up on the Facebook page, which is not a private group. And it will also be on my blog, which is www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. And they'll be on YouTube. So I hope y'all had a great time again. And I have a feeling the way everybody's looking, the dog's back up here. Hold on. I could tell by the way they were looking at me that the dog was back up here. So Dusty, tell everybody bye. So everybody say bye, Dusty. And we'll see you next week. Hope everybody has a great evening. We will see you guys next week. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about yet. But if you wanted to do the index card swap, I will try to get that video done this week so that we can explain it. Probably won't be a chat. I'll probably just video it. But anyway, okay. Thank you, everybody. Everybody have a good night. Bye. I'll see you next week. Look, they're telling you bye, Dusty. Hold on. Put his little face up here. Say bye, Dusty. Say bye, everybody. Everybody say bye, Alan.
Bye.
And good night, Casey. I'm going to set them free so that they can go eat. They've been very patient.
Well, I still have to pick what I'm getting.
I know. He's shopping on the Subway app. Anyway, bye. Everybody have a good evening. Bye.